Hello, this is the Champion of Heaven 16. I can't get my intro started on PowerPoint, so I'm just going to, just not having it, so let's... Okay, this is a top 10 Yu-Gi-Oh! XYZ monsters in April 2015, so, well, this is based off of easily getting them out, how easy to get them out. Most likely it's not involving a named deck, so like a lot of more than one deck usually can summon it, so, and easy for most decks to get out, so well, and it has to be somewhat powerful, of course, so let's begin. Number 10 is Constella Palladius. I think that's how you say it. I don't really use this card because it's a level 5, because I'm a low-leveled XY guy, so what he does, you need 2 level 5 light monsters to summon him, and during either player's turn, you can detach an XYZ material and return a card. I'm not sure one card. Yeah, you just hit one card on the field, and it goes back to the hand, so... He's 25 attack, which I wish he would have had 26, and I'd actually run him. But 25 is the average, and it takes 2 level 5 light monsters, which is kind of hard for some decks unless you can use, so like Talonites, they can rank up and all this using him. But other than that, I've never ran this guy, so I think he's good though, so let's go to number 9. Evil Swarm Exhibition Knight. I think I'm not real keen with the middle name of it. So 2 level 4s. He has like no attack points, that's why I don't like him, or defense points, but that's not what he's meant for. So what you can do is once per chain, during your main phase or your opponent's battle phase, if you have less cards in your hand or field than your hand and field combined, then your opponent, you can activate this card basically and destroy all cards on the field besides this card. It's a quick play effect. It's, I think, pretty okay, but it's okay, but you can, just saying you can't activate this during the damage step, but I run him in every deck that I use level 4s, but I usually never summon him. In various situations I don't need him. So let's go to number 8. Dante Traveler of the Burning Abyss. The reason why he's on here is because, well, he's Burning Abyss for one. He's amazing, but he's not just used for Burning Abyss. He's also used for Light Swords and any other deck you want to mill that's level 3. So if you don't know his effect is you need 2 level 3s to summon him. So that's used if you're running level 3s, you summon him instantly. When he attacks, he has to be switched to defense position afterwards, which is actually very helpful because his main effect is you can mill 1, 2, or 3 cards from your deck. He gains 500 attack for each, so he goes to 25 attack until the end phase. And you mill the cards, he gets the attack points, and he can attack, then he gets switched to defense position, and you can't even crash him with a 25 attack monster. So that is very painful. And also when he's destroyed, you can, if you're running Burning Abyss, or just running 2 Dantes, you can keep on returning a Dante back to the extra deck. It's a never-ending chain. So if you're thinking about next ban list, he's probably going to be limited to 1. So let's continue to number 7. Wind Up Zen Mains. I love this card. It has saved me in so many situations, and it also has killed me in so many situations from my opponent using it. What happens if this card, well, it's 2 level 3s to summon it, like Dante. If this face-up card would be destroyed, you can detach an XYZ material instead. It has 2 XYZ materials, 21 defense. So, if your opponent would want to get rid of it without... Well, its other effect is, During the end phase of a detached XYZ material, destroy one card on the field. So if you want to kill it without detaching, not detaching, destroying one of your card, destroying one of your cards, you've got to kill it 3 times, which is pretty hard for most situations. There's a few decks out there that can do it, usually like Batteryman and stuff like that, but Batteryman will just return them to the hand. Well, Burning Abyss can do it. There's a lot of decks, like tier 1 decks can take them out usually, unless you have a good back row set with them. Well, then, if you've got a good back row and you've got this guy up there, your opponent's pretty screwed because, for one, if you put him in attack position, attack your opponent on purpose and get him destroyed, detach an XYZ material, during your end phase you can destroy one card they control. You can do so many different things with this card. I love this card, but there's a ton of other Xyzs that are also very good. So, let's continue to number 6. I know I'm not even saying this close to being right, but Starleg Padamnamo, I don't know, honestly, but I'm going to go with a lot of people don't use this guy, but I love the card. It's 2 level 4 light monsters. He can wreck decks. Like, if your opponent only has, like, 2,000 less attack points, like, life points, I should say, you can finish them off with this card, because you can detach 2 XYZ materials from this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. The attack becomes 0, and its effects are negated. Permanent. And, also, if this card would be destroyed basically in any way and sent to the grave, you draw a card. So I don't see anything bad about it. So you activate his effect on the, like, Dante, Winda, and the other one that attacks, well, any strong attack monsters, you can just summon him, take them out completely, because they're worthless. Absolutely worthless. And just attack. And they take 2,000 damage right there. And the best monster's out. So, he's very good. I love him. He's a great card. I don't think anyone ever uses him, but he should be used. Now to number 5. Stellar Knight Trivia. He's the only exception to the Tellarknight, like, name deck thing, because in my opinion he's a great Xyz. The only way to summon him is using 3 level 4 Tellarknights, which is a downfall if you're not running Tellarknights. But running Tellarknights, he is a beast. When he's summoned, return all cards. When he's XYZ summoned, return all other cards in the field to the hand. Then of course he can attack directly, which if they are under 21, they're dead. And also, if you have any spells and traps, like continuous, for some reason, like, I don't really see people activating continuous with Tellarknights, but if they do, it goes back to your hand. If it's like 10 key, when it's activated, it has an effect. You can reactivate and use its effect. So, also, you can just set your spells and traps right back down, and your opponent's basically defenseless. And if they try to set new cards, you can just activate MST if you set it, and they can't even activate their trap or spell, whatever. And also, when he returns them all to the hand, what you can do is detach an XYZ material and discard one random card from the hand. Say they summoned or had a spell or trap that you were scared of that could went to the grave. So many other things it can destroy. And also, when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a Tellarknight from your deck, which is very helpful for them. They could summon Deneb, which they could add, I don't know his name exactly, but you can add the guy when he's summoned. You can special summon a Tellarknight from your grave, or you can summon or if you already had that in your hand, you could just add the one that special summons from your Tellarknight. When it's summoned, you can special summon a Tellarknight from your hand, which you could special summon that, and you could summon this guy again if you understand Tellarknights. So let's continue to number 4. Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. I just call him Dark Rebel, so that's my short name for him. This guy again, is one of my favorite cards. He's this high. He's only number 4 because he's a terrible first turn guy to summon. But other than that, he's your attack points. There's nothing your opponent really can do to take him out, unless they have an Honest or anything like that. So, 2 level 4s, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, 2 XYZ material from this card. Target 1 level 5 or higher monster your opponent controls. The difference between the attacks, and if you do, it gains the attack. So basically, say it has 25 attack. Let's go with 2,000. Your monster gains, so he'd be at 35. Your opponent's monster would be at 1,000. So he gets really powerful. Just summoning him. 2 level 4s. Pretty easy. So he's really strong. I love the card. So let's continue to number 3. Castiel, the Sky Blaster Musketeer. Again, very great card. You can, he's 2 level 4s again. You can detach 2 XYZ materials from this guy, and return 1 card on the field, and shuffle it to the deck. I'm not sure it has to be face up, but I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if it has to. There's also, you can detach 1 XYZ material, but I'm not sure exactly what it does, and I can't read it right now. No one really uses that effect too often, but it has 2,000 attack points. Say again, if they have 1 monster on the field, you can put it back into the hand, I should say shuffle it into the deck, and then attack them directly. Very helpful. That's what he's basically for, or if they have a spell or trap again, you can just shuffle that. So he can take down 2, but I'm pretty sure he only can hit face-ups. So I'm not sure if, like, he has Royal Degree, you can return that, stuff like that. Number 2. Number 101, Silent Honors Arc Knight. One of my favorite cards because he can take down he can take down any other XYZ. Okay, what he does, if you don't already know, 2 level 4s. You can detach 2 XYZ materials from this card, take control of your opponent, not take control, but attach it to this card as an XYZ material by detaching 2 XYZ material. It has to be a special summoned monster, which nowadays everything is special summoned, besides Cleaforts. You take control of it, or as an XYZ material to it, and also, it has another effect. You can detach 1 XYZ material from this card if this card would be destroyed, and you can detach that instead of this card being destroyed. So it can very helpfully save you in life points, and in so many other different ways. Or they have a guy that can gain attack points for only 1 turn, then during the next turn he's weak again. Well, you can use that effect, save him, and then attack your opponent's monster and kill it next turn. It has okay attack points, not the greatest, but it does for its effect. Now for number 1. This is by far my favorite. Stellar Knight Delterios. I think that's right. This card, in my opinion, wrecks. No XYZ is even close, in my opinion, to this XYZ for as easy for this to summon. 25 attack, and all it takes is 3 level 4s. Well, for some decks that's hard, but if you're running a good level 4 deck, that is so simple. You can detach an XYZ material from this card and just destroy 1 card on the field. So, they have a spell or trap that's so-called going to save them. Get rid of it. A monster that is so strong, you can just get rid of it. And say it's Winda, you can just punch it in the face. I'm pretty sure it has another effect. I think when it dies, I think you can special summon a Tellarknight from your deck. If you're running a Zephyr deck, that helps. If you're running a Tellarknight deck, that helps. But other than that, you don't really need that effect. You want to summon him on your second turn, or if you're going second, summon him. You do not want to waste him on your first turn. Well, so this has been my top 10 list. This is the Champion of 116. Please subscribe. like, comment on your own top 10 or something that should have been switched, or just a card that should have been added. So, yep, this has been Champion 116. Good. Bye.